This is Josiah Plays Assassin's Creed Origins. And we are going to hashtag ram the fence up in here. Like the hero cow. Oh, that hero cow. Alright, so here's our status. We're in Heraclean Nome. We're level 40. We're at nightmare difficulty. We've played for 156 hours. And tonight, on this very episode, we may finish the game. We may actually finish the game. I think we will, in fact. So let's jump in. Looks like the playthrough might end up being like 160 hours or something. Not counting DLC, obviously. Yeah, the question of what to play next, I know, right?
That is the last one. I can take all the shards back to Siwa now.
Alright, we have completed the Falakis. We've killed all the Falakis. We've gathered 3 keys from them. And now we're looking for Abar in order to do something with these keys. Presumably we will... unlock something, I'm assuming.
This must be the sad fishing village the Filakes mentioned.
Alright, where are you at, Abar? It's right there.
That woman has a warrior's bearing. She could be the one spoken of in the letter.
Halt! Who are you?
A man who respects his elders.
I know all the warrior castes. You speak like a Medjay.
I am one, and I seek your key.
Why would I give it to you, when I refused it to my brothers?
Your brothers are dead. They had orders to execute me.
These are hard times we live in. Prove yourself as a protector, and I will give you the one thing I have left. The key. Crocodiles plague our village.
Really?
You will find them roaming east of here.
I kill all the fucking bosses, the hard Falaki bosses in the game, and I get to her and she's like, kill some more crocodiles.
The blood on your sword will be proof of your Medjay oath.
Alright, I guess I'll go kill some crocodiles. And then carry the crocodile bodies back, undoubtedly. Oh shit, I'm not doing well on arrows here. My arrow situation could be better. Crocodile carry quest. Uh-oh. Crocodilians. Kill them crocs. What? One arrow left. Alright, well I eliminated these 4 pretty easily. I like how I'm at the end of the game. I don't need any of this stuff for any fucking reason, and I'm still looting everything. Like, better get some of this leather. Let's see if I can put this fucker to sleep. He gives no fucks about my block when he hits with his tail. Okay. No more crocs. That quest was a crock of shit. Kill some crocodiles, lady. I killed the crocodile. And Sobek the crocodile god, right?
Your village should be safe from crocodiles for a time.
Good. You know, I always admired the Medjay. I wish I could have been one of you.
There are so few of us left.
The Philakis were always short on honor. Here is the key to my warrior's chest. Make something of my legacy in this wretched world. You will find the chest sunk in Mother Nile, a little south of here.
So I have a grip of keys. I need to go find some treasure. Excuse me, everybody. Who the fuck are you? Why do you have a thingy over your head? Is there a rogue animal? Because I can deal with it. Predator attack. Let's see what we get. In before, like, purple heavy blunt. Oh, there's some assholes over there. Okay. Won't even be legendary heavy blunt. It'll be a fucking purple.
Alarm! Over here!
You weren't trying to worry about alarms on the street.
That's trouble.
Alright, fuck these guys.
If it moves, kill it. Die! Blessed Mark.
Alright, that's one person I could overpower, I guess.
Crazy bastard!
Ooh, that was brutal. Picking up these 2 coins because, you know, this is the point of the game when you... That'd be funny. Maybe in the DLC there's a bunch of shit you need to buy that costs like 20,000 drachmas, and then, you know, you're glad you've got all that money. What? Who? What?
Keep the net safe.
Oh, these guys? Really?
Keep these down!
Call me shit, Achilles. Alright, I'm tired of this shit. Boom, motherfucker. Don't pull out the bow while I'm standing right here. That's just rude. Emperor's chariot, nice. Chariot of the gods. Can I descend?
4 keys, 4 locks. Now I will see this great warrior's treasure.
Purple heavy blunt. Ooh, the Black Hood outfit. That quest didn't even give XP after killing all the Falakis. What the fuck? Alright, I guess I can be a ninja now. Let's take a look. Anyone can kill, but few do it with such style. Yeah, now I straight up look like a ninja. The thing is, I like my other one better. I'll go ninja mode for a while, though. Alright, now that that's done, it's time to go finish the stone circles. Since we got all the circles, we can go back to the original one in Siwa. I think I'm gonna run there. Psych. No, I'm not gonna run there. That'd be ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna fast travel to Siwa. We haven't been there in a long time. Make sure my legacy benefits the people or something like that, and it's ninja garb. Yeah, dude, if you see somebody dressed like this, you know they are up to no good. That is not a person with an honorable profession if they're dressed like this. You don't have to ask, hey, what do you do for a living? You'd be like, oh, I see. Professional cosplayer. Let's go, Thunder. All the Falakis wanted her old clothes. Yeah, I don't understand why. I mean, it's just an outfit. Why did they have to have that shit locked up with 4 locks? And it was in such a weird location, just laying out in the river right by the shore, like it didn't even have some special hideaway location for it or anything. Doesn't it seem like the horse is going really slow? Oh, now it's speeding up. I had to get outside of town limits or whatever.
Whoa.
Alright, let's see what happens now.
I'm going to find every stone circle, the Sphinx and pyramids too, and I'll find my place.
My son. Your name, Khemu, means Egypt.
Oh, I see what he did.
Like Egypt, you are forever changed. The stars are yours now. And your place is with them.
Three gods. But supposedly now, something is supposed to... Now that I've finished that, I'm supposed to be able to get into some special chamber underneath the Sphinx. Wait a minute, what's this? No, that's just Retta wanting me to do bullshit quest. I'm done with that shit. Done with it. Let's come over here, not to Memphis, but to Giza. See, it's that question mark right there. Well, let's go over there and see if I can do it now. Supposedly, all you have to do to be able to get in there is complete that stone circles thing. But I would have thought there would have been some kind of indicator. Yeah, he took a piece of each one and brought it. Well, because it was like a little map, Nox. It's like a little map that was made showing where each of them is, basically. And so they're laid out. I mean, that's what I think it's supposed to be. I would have thought there would have been something indicating that there was more to do. Like a new side quest that pops up, or like a thing saying, hey, maybe I should go check out the Sphinx, or something. I don't know, like... I guess it's just a secret thing that you're only supposed to discover if you discover it, or if you get told about it, which is what usually happens. Approximately one person actually discovered it. Everyone else just heard about it. Like, why the fuck would you just randomly go back to the Sphinx at this point? You know what I'm saying? You can see people go... Well, they could always go back to the Apis Bull, obviously. That's just sensible. Sensible. That's just sensible. There's the Sphinx. Looking small.
The Great Sphinx. It is smaller than I expected.
I've read that.
High position, Gerrit.
Now there is an
A hidden entrance.
here.
How long has this been here?
When I came in here before, there was nothing I could do in here. It was just like a dead end or something.
Ah, a dead end. Does not make sense. Oh, there must be a way forward.
Did I just seriously? Oh, I see. There's a hole right there. Run those webs. Well, that looks troublesome. Yeah, see, I came in here before and looted these things. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I didn't. Maybe they're just supposed to be empty. I don't remember going down this pit, though. At some point, I think something in here is open that wasn't open before. Like, I might be in an area now that I haven't gotten to before, or... I don't know yet. I can't remember. It's been so fucking long since I was here. I'm lighting everything, though. Deep beneath the Sphinx. I think there's only so many torches I'm allowed to have burning in existence at once. Climbing with a lit torch is...
By a moon. What is this?
No, well, I can throw infinite torches, but I can't, but they won't all stay lit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I throw one right there, and I throw one right there, and I throw one right there, there's three, but I think if I pull out another one, yeah, see, one of them vanishes. Yeah, one of them, you can only have 3 lit torches at once. Yeah, I don't think I was able to get this far before. So I don't know why something would just mysteriously be open now that wasn't before. Just because I did the stone circles. Or it's possible that I had been this far before. I can't remember. Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah, remember we did come to this room, except everything wasn't lit up before. Each one of these got lit up by each stone circle that I visited, right? Okay, it makes sense now. We did come to this room before, but only like one of them was lit, because I'd only been to like 1 or 2. I'd only been to like 1 or 2 stone circles. Okay, so maybe if you came here earlier and you remembered this room, you might just figure it out that you should come back here after you've been to all the stone circles. Okay, so there, it's reasonable. Like, a person could reasonably figure that out. I forgot, so, you know, I wouldn't have figured it out, but a normal person would have, though. Oh, I see. And this is the map that shows where they all are. Right. And there's the pyramids and so forth. Oh yeah, this is cool. So that could even help you find them if you needed to. Like if you just wanted to go find all the stone circles right out the gate, you could use that map to like figure out where they were gonna be. In vague terms anyway. Alright, so that's cool. It's like a long-term puzzle. And it's not that, I mean, it's pretty simple, especially once you see... I mean, do they have the constellations up there? No, the wait. I'm just wondering if each one of those actually has... I think they do, though. They have a pictogram related to the constellation in question, maybe? Yeah, oh no, there's definitely holes up there that aren't lit. No, you're right about that. There's a bunch of them, but there's not that many stone circles. And I'm pretty sure I couldn't interact with this before. Yeah, I couldn't interact with this before. Oh look, all the things that I lit are still lit on the cutscene. That makes me happy. Yeah, this definitely didn't happen before. Is that an elevator that just came up out of there? An elevator! I'm in ancient Egypt and I'm about to go down an elevator.
This is not Egyptian.
Yeah, no shit. Maybe it's just a pit that I jumped down. But, alright. So now we're doing some cool new shit. Avery says we get a lot of lore details and answers here. We'll see. Oh, we're not going back up that way. Alright, so we're down in one of these ancient precursor chambers. You can tell from that dark shiny rock that you only see in those. I don't really think I need a torch. Is it gonna roll down? It is rolling down. You're now entering deep Egypt. Isfet un Ma'apu. An ancient mechanism. Watch, this one requires like 50 silica. If it does, I'm cool, because I have 63 silica. Actually, it'll make me really happy if this one requires a ton of silica, because it'll help me justify the fact that I've gone to all those places and carefully collected all that fucking silica. How would anyone even know the name of that location? By walking in here and seeing it on the center of their screen. Duh. And now they're giving me a bunch of silica too. So... I don't know what I need it for, but Avery told me I'm going to need a whole bunch of silica. I don't know if she meant just to activate each of these things, because I've already activated almost all of these that are in the game, and each one only required 5 silica. And the game has given me way, way more than that, so... You know, unless you actually need a big chunk of them for something... The game gives you vastly more silica than you need. Or unless there's something that's going to happen in the main story. But see, they couldn't do that. They couldn't put something in the main story progression that requires a ton of silica, because then people that didn't explore all those places and get all that silica would be blocked from progressing. And I think the idea is to keep everything optional. All the side content optional, so They can't be like, lol, you gotta go get 50 silica to proceed with the main story. This place is fucking badass looking, though. But maybe this place will require a bunch. We're gonna find out here. Pretty much right now. There's the teleporter. Man, I love these ancient precursor ruins. They're really cool. Oh, it does take 50! That's awesome! Okay, that is really cool, actually. That means if you want to do this particular special optional thing, you really do have to go around and collect a fuckload of silica all over the place. Okay, that makes me happy. I now feel justified.
Retransmission, Segment 6, requiring contemporaneity. It has been 109 days since the Great Catastrophe. The messenger speaks.
Wake up. Not from a dreamless sleep or an absence of light, but from a reality that will soon cease to be. Wake up.
Hey, son. Welcome.
The next chapter is unstoppable.
I just found the aliens, yeah, basically.
And yet, the greatest revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not?
No.
Change your mind, subvert your perception, stop this world, bend it into something new.
Basically, what they've been hinting at is we're in something like the
Destiny is not
Matrix.
without irony. Here I am, imploring a lesser version of myself to do what I could never do. In this timeless moment, you and I are a bridge, both of us from different eras meeting halfway at the narrowing of the hourglass in this ocean of sand.
Like the whole world is just some kind of simulation created by the...
learn time. To work with your shelly Mrs. East, and in so doing, escape the inescapable.
I don't like that. That part was really important, the inaudible
Fill in the
part.
blanks, the ones hiding between words, between worlds. Find the spaces that we could not erase, the variables that ended up erasing us. If you do not, they will erase you as well. Time told of a story that ended with us, and now it tells of a story that ends with you.
Yeah, Avery.
Once upon a time, a new story will begin.
How's it going, Avery? And son.
After the functions which run our days have scattered into an array of random numbers. We found solace in order. We thought it would help us rule the world.
Hence the Order of the Ancients.
We were wrong. Order never served us. It has kept us within the code, within the boundaries. We were tricked into thinking we were the ones writing the rules, when they were in fact guiding us to our conclusion.
Determinism.
You need to transgress.
Fuck
You
yeah!
of all people understand the value of disobeying.
Transgressing is the best.
Take an unexpected turn away from the path that is drawn straight ahead of you. The Animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see. Understanding genetic memories, an eye into history. But the Animus bears a fatal flaw. It follows the rules from those who embrace order, just as we do. It allows you to witness, but not alter.
It's telling me I need to become like the one from the Matrix.
Your Animus is different.
I must be Neo.
As is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code. It could do that leap and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are.
Yeah, right. They're talking to Layla, of course.
Wake up.
Layla's going to be the one.
Be the chaos that comes to be. Gods are just like you and me. Remember.
This is cool.
Nothing is real.
Part of the Assassin's Creed.
Everything is permitted.
That's the Assassin's Creed right there. Pretty awesome. I like the fact that it cost 50 silica too. That way I felt good about getting all my silica. Changing the path, literally changing it. Yeah. Alright, well that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got this outfit for completing the quest to kill all the Falakis as well. I'm about to finish the game, because this was the last side thing for me to do. Oh, this one gave me armor too? Really? Oh yeah, this gives you like the glowing suit, right? The Isu armor. Experience the absolute power of the first civilization. Yeah, now that looks like some sci-fi alien shit for real. It's cool with the glowy bits. I come from spaceship. That is really cool. I'm not gonna wear it because I feel like that would be the most inconspicuous thing of all times if he's walking around in fucking the towns and shit wearing that. Like, they would think he's some kind of god or something. The ninja outfit's pretty cool, but I don't really like how it muffles his voice. I still like the Shadow Warrior the best. Well, and the towel, obviously. Although this outfit does look like you're fucking here to kill some people. The shaman is your favorite? I don't really like that one too much. I don't like the animal pelt part of it. It's pretty cool though. Definitely my favorite out of all of them. I liked this blue one too that I got in the very beginning. I like the color. This blue one's actually really cool. But I think my favorite one has to be the Shadow Warrior one. I don't even remember where I got that. I got it like randomly or something. I don't think it was a reward for a specific quest or anything. I might have gotten it for doing one of the little daily quests for Retta or something. This one's my favorite. Alright, we're done with everything. This is the DLC quest. And this is the main story, which we're ready to finish. We've gone to everywhere on the entire map. And we have checked off every single location in the world. And done every single side quest. Everywhere. We've done it all. So all that's left is to finish the main story. And then I'll do the DLC quest, but I'm not going to get the DLC right away because I can't afford it right now. I'll get it later, next month or something, or the month after that, or I'll probably wait till the second DLC comes out, get both DLCs at once, and then play through both DLCs all at one time. Last of the Medjay. Just looking around to make sure Like, no new side quests or anything popped up anywhere. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Well, there's a Retta quest, but I'm not gonna do another Retta quest. I've already done 1,000,000 quests for him. Do you know what I am gonna do before proceeding? Now, I'm sure it's gonna kick me back to Layla at some point as part of the main story completion, but I just want to jump back over to Layla really fast and see what new stuff she has on her computer. Yeah, Shadow Warrior's paid armor, but I didn't pay for it. I actually got it in the game. I must have gotten it from Retta, because he's the only one that can give you things that are from the premium stuff. Yeah, so I got it from him for doing a little random quest. It's probably the only cool thing I ever got from him. I want to see what's going on with her. Or specifically what's going on in her computer. Because she updates this when things happen, and it's been a long time since I've been back here. Yeah, see, there's new stuff here. In these Bayek notes. Breaking pieces. The damned headaches are getting harder to ignore. The nausea is worse, but if I stop pushing, I know I'll miss something. I wish... Bayek and Aya. They did all that work for Cleo, and what do they get? Left with a target on their backs. Well, I know how they feel. They're not going to take it lying down, and neither am I. But alone? Even Bayek and Aya ended up founding an organization to fight the Order. The Brotherhood. They had tools, an eagle, a blade, and people sharing the same ideals, wanting to fight the big bad to protect the innocent. That's how the Creed came to be. We all lost someone we loved. I may not be at the lofty ideals point yet, but Dee didn't die for nothing. I'll make sure of that. I know a lot of Abstergo secrets. Okay, so now Layla is full-on rebelling against Abstergo / the Templars. Maybe she's gonna join the modern-day assassins. Guess we just found out what'll make me cooperate with others, eh, Sophia? I'm done trying to prove myself. Now I just gotta find my own to fight with, somehow. Oh, she's gonna join the assassins. I mean, she already assassinated some Abstergo dudes in this storyline. Breathe. God, my head hurts. It's so hard to type. This is ridiculous. I can barely see the screen. Can't keep food down. Everything hurts. Betcha Dee would have known what's up with all these white flashes I'm seeing. She'd have made sure I'm okay. I miss her. Can't change things. Deep breath. Focus. Focus. Like all this crazy shit isn't absolutely insane? Those weird tombs Bayek found. Supernatural powers? Am I hallucinating now? Is the animus malfunctioning? No, it's not. My tech is working. Maybe there's more than I ever thought there was. To everything. Type slow. Can do this. Those orbs. The staff. Wonder if that's got anything to do with those messages Bayek found with the recordings. See the empirical truth files. Need to figure out. There's something about them. A holographic orrery of Earth? What are these dots? Locations? Artifacts? Are they all activated now? What does it all mean? Oh, I remember that. With the dots on the globe and wondering what those were. Need to know more. Need to go back in. Yeah, the modern day storyline for the next game will probably be pretty fucking interesting if it carries on from here. Oh yeah, see, I found a lot of these. These are all the ones that I found. There's a total of 6 of them that I found in the, you know, the recordings from the aliens, basically. So this must be the order that they're supposed to go on. See, this is the one that makes it sound like we're in the Matrix, or we're already in some kind of like computer simulation type of thing. or like some kind of constructed reality where we were built to experience. See here, what if reality wasn't what you thought it was? What if this is all construction, a masterfully crafted simulation? I mean, I know it's saying what if, and this is all phrased in the term of questions, but that makes me think that it is that. And there's a part where they said that we were only able to perceive certain parts of it because they designed us to only be able to perceive certain parts. Like they made us to be unable to perceive stuff. And then there was this one. Language. Time is a set of rules. Time is code. And then this first one that we found. We removed our ability to read those ... from your original template. But why? Ah, and they want you to invent the future where the mistakes that they made that caused them to be wiped out are avoided, where they can all still exist together. Protected the earth from the suns, yeah. Save the world, basically. Incoming node needs the world to end. World's closing in on you. Perceptions change reality. See right here, we designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so you could perceive just what we needed you to, neither more nor less. There are parts of time we preferred you to remain blind to. It was a necessity. We have 6 senses, you have 5. Can you guess the one missing? But I think that last sense is the sense that the assassins have used. Or like the reason why Bayek can see through the eagle's eyes and all that kind of stuff. A cage for the mind, just like the Matrix. And this is all about being free from it. They want Layla to become the one. Layla is Neo. That's what the story is about. And this is the one we just... You must learn time. Order was no good. That's why the Order of the Ancients is like... The Templars, they're like all about trying to control things through order, but they're like, no, we were wrong. Order sucks. So instead, you have to do chaos. You have to do the Assassin's way instead of... And then there's the Assassin's Creed at the end. Okay. So this is a much more interesting story than I thought it was. If the whole nature of reality is in question at this point. Go back in there. Bottom part should be replaced with a bath towel for maximum effect. A glowing bath towel. Gotta have a glowing bath towel. As our makers intended, luminous bath towel. Have you guys seen the Assassin's Creed movie? I thought it was pretty good, actually. The story of this game ties into it. Like, if it feels like this game takes place like right after the Assassin's Creed movie, basically. Several of the characters that are mentioned in Layla's computer are characters that were in the movie. Alright. I'm not going to run the 4,000 meters to Alexandria, I don't think. You know, I didn't get an achievement, though. A trophy, whatever they're called, for getting every question mark on the map. And you would think there would be one. Which makes me wonder if, like, either A, there just isn't one, or B, there's a hidden one out there somewhere that I didn't find. That doesn't show up. But you have to just go, like, search for it or something. You can get the armor in the Uplay rewards for free. Oh, really? The same armor? Because that's kind of dumb. You should have to do, like, the actual thing in the game to get it. Alright, we're traveling back to Alexandria. It's time to finish the main story, guys. Oh, the armor from the movies. I thought you were talking about the glowing armor from the Sphinx room place. Buy star and 2 maps. Not like you really need them. Alright, well, welcome back to town. Immediately, first thing I do is murder somebody. I like to have fresh blood on me when I go to see my wife. I might be missing a hermit location. I didn't even get him off that hedge. Well, whatever. It's possible. I don't know if there's a trophy to get every single question mark on the map anyway. There might not even be one. Ah, right, the secret base. I forgot about this place. I don't care about trophies anyway. I just like to know that I got them all. You know what I'm saying? But I got everyone I could find.
Bayek. It has been too long.
Flavius is dead. I have gone through shit to get our son out of the Duat. Khemu is at peace.
May he walk in the field of reeds. I head to Rome too.
Rome?
Rome?
You still entertain folly with these ambitions?
I have made mistakes. You have made mistakes.
Aya?
You waste your energy.
Brutus is here.
Ah. You are the famous Medjay.
He's an honorable
Thanos never
man.
ceases to speak of your exploits.
I have assembled a group. This is Brutus and Cassius, our Roman brothers.
We're going to cut these bastards down from across the seas. Septimius and Caesar.
The Order is no longer an Egyptian problem only.
Does Cleopatra still rule?
There is no ruler in Egypt. Plunged into the will of various tyrants.
Our queen has abandoned us for Rome. Nothing has changed here. Memphis is overrun by the Order. Aya, we need you.
We'll just casually put this incredibly powerful, world-changing artifact here in this box.
I cannot end it like this. That cursed marked sphere should stay hidden forever. Cause so much pain.
Well, yeah, of course it's sarcasm. That's the whole point of the speech. Well, it's manipulation of the crown. Alright, I read that before. Speak to Aya one last time. No one understood. Yeah, well, people find it hard to understand Shakespeare in general. I was the vice president of my high school's Shakespeare club. That was a thing. I like Shakespeare. Alright, I gotta go find Aya. Apparently I couldn't just speak to Aya one last time while she was just here and I was just here. We have to go to a second location. She probably went back to her house. I probably have to go back to the house, but... So maybe there's a little twist where, like, Bayek isn't actually the founder of the Assassin's Brotherhood, but Aya is. I've never seen videos of them reciting Shakespeare on YouTube in any kind of dialect. One last time does sound ominous. I think it just means the game is going to end before you ever talk to her again. I don't think it necessarily means one of them is going to die, but you never know. I don't know what you mean by the original dialect exactly. The accent spoken at the time. Makes it more understandable, huh? See, that's weird. I would have thought it would be even less understandable. Well, this is not Aya's house. Whoa. I don't know where the fuck we're going here. Some weird little place on the coast over here.
Oi, tis meizonos afrosinis.
Apparently she's gonna be on a boat over here or something. I gotta meet her at the docks or something.
Oh.
I hope they're not going to shoehorn in one last naval battle before the end. They probably will, though. Probably will. That's beautiful.
Our victories have multiplied. Our bond not so.
We could never have been. Everything has told us our love is impossible.
You are right. Something bigger has called us. But our love lives in the duat.
Only now we are letting go.
Let the gods decide.
I don't understand why Bayek can't just go with her. It's not like he has something he needs to do here, right?
We must sacrifice our personal lives for the greater good. All this darkness was for a reason.
I was wrong to be so reckless in public without killing. We must work in the shadows.
Egypt has fallen. Greece also. And Rome will fall too. All will fall to the creed, yet no one will know.
When we assassinate,
one last
we assassinate only those who deserve it. The few sick souls who try to control us.
I assassinated so many people. I hope they deserve it.
But they will never know who we are. Cold, calculated, poets of the kill.
I am fine with this. I am not a father anymore. I am not a husband. I am not a Medjay. I am a hidden one.
Oh shit.
Yes. We are the hidden ones.
We sharpen our blades and pull what hope is left from this foul earth.
Good, Bayek of Siwa. What are you of now?
A new creed. Ours is finished.
An Assassin's Creed, one might say. But how does Bayek get the creed? That's where they got the symbol, really? From that skull pushed into the sand? Wow. 3000 XP. Winning the game. Founded the order which is the basis of the entire series. Worth less XP than that one quest where I just had to like carry a dude. Oh, now I got Layla on my loading screen. I can't do like attacks and stuff with her though on the loading screen.
Oh, Habibti, I should have listened to you. Oh, Habibti.
Those don't need to be your last words.
Who the fuck are you? Ugh!
Does the name William Miles ring a bell?
Is that Desmond's dad?
Then you know who I am.
Oh, she is joining the Assassins.
The Assassins have been watching you. It's unusual for an Abstergo employee to take an interest in a country's revolution.
You're not wrong there.
We know about your work with the Animus. Astounding what you and Deanna were up to.
D.
They played you, didn't they? Sophia Ricken made you so many promises.
Enough! We're not talking about her.
Sure. Plenty of other subjects to cover on our ride to Alexandria.
Don't assume I'm going anywhere with you.
Well, let's look at your options. You can come with me, or you can stay here and do the dance of death again and again until you make a mistake. They only need you to make one. There's no going back to your old life, Layla.
I never planned to.
But you'd finally be able to work on the Animus project. Our version of it.
Oh, is that where the storyline is going?
You'd always have the freedom to do things your way.
Fine. Let's do this. That doesn't mean I'm on your side.
Good enough.
The Assassins are gonna have their own Animus.
Ibed! A little personal space, huh?
These modifications are brilliant. What you did with the dialysis unit. You'll have to meet Rebecca. You two will get on like a house on fire. And then probably set a house on fire.
Yeah, yours.
Best way to avoid this jerk is to get back in the Animus.
What is that?
Dee never puts in enough snacks.
Did she update her computer at all? She did. Choices. I'd make fun of myself, like I was watching some stupid soap opera, but I'm living this. I'm sad for Dee and for me and for them, and it makes no sense. Bayek and Aya are breaking up. I'd yell and shout about, but I know what they're both feeling. This is shit. I literally lived both sides of the story. Aya knew. I think she'd figured out something like this was going to happen since Khemu died. But Bayek, he really thought he could fix things. You can't fix your kid dying, Bayek. No one can fix that. Nothing can. Aya's doing what she's chosen to do. Bayek's doing what he has to do. I wonder if this is the moment Abstergo was looking for. It's a linchpin in time. I'm angry and sad, but this is it. This is why it all started. An innocent died. So the whole reason the Assassin's Creed game series even exists is because of Khemu's death. Khemu, the real founder of the Assassins. Here are some stupid notes to go with all those stupid feelings. Aya is going to Rome. Brutus and Cassius are going to help her build up an organization there. She's going to take out Caesar and Septimius. They have it coming. An assassin bureau. It'll be founded in Rome because of Aya's mission. They call themselves the Hidden Ones. Assassins. They're the Brotherhood. That's it. I'm so tired. This happened ages ago, and I'm so... I miss you, D. Wow. Nox says, so he brought the chemistry to the creed. Welcome back, son. How you doing? So this is how it all got founded. I was gonna say maybe the next Assassin's Creed game will be in Rome, but that feels way too similar to this game since there was already so many Romans and stuff in this game. I don't know that they would just... Of course, they did that with some of the other Assassin's Creed, like where they were in the same area or with the same kind of clothes and weapons and stuff from one to another. So maybe they will do Rome for the next one. Next one will be in Japan, you heard? Oh, that'd be cool. See, I was wondering why they haven't done Japan, because that seems really obvious. Like, ninjas. I mean, you've already got ninjas in the history of Japan. How do you not set an assassin game where they have ninjas? The chemistry. I didn't play AC2. I watched my old roommate play almost the entire thing. I mean, he played the whole thing, but I watched almost the entire thing of him playing it. Alright, well... let's get back in the Animus and finish this shit.
What are we waiting for then?
Extraction helicopter. Go back.
Japan would make a lot of sense. Here's what I want. I want one that goes full sci-fi. Oh, damn it, they are gonna shoehorn one last naval battle in on me. It's fuckers.
Is that for Foxidas? A gift?
No. It's a relic. I don't want to talk about it, Damastis.
Isn't that Bayek's? Let me have it. I'll give it to Foxidas myself. He loves these things.
I'll kill you. How about that? I'm in no mood for compromise today.
We passed Neapolis in the crack of morning. With strong wind, you'll be standing in Rome's Forum in, well, 2 days' time. It's over between you and Bayek, eh? I can feel... no decision is easy. But you are a chosen one. And now you are free! Like me!
So begins a new day.
Oh, she just threw Bayek's badge out into the water. Well, that sucks. God damn it. Why would you do this to me, game? Alright.
Heave to! Galley speed! Up the tempo!
Friend of yours sending you an info dump on the combat sword of his dreams. You're going to give him a price estimate by the end of the week. Most likely will accept it. Oh, you know how to make swords too? I thought you just made armor. That's cool. That'd be cool to make somebody a sword and get paid for it.
Roman fleet up ahead. Do you see?
Don't drop your guard entirely. We should assume they are expecting us.
You sound thrilled about it.
This is gonna go terribly.
Eager, old man. Eager to be done with this scum and move on to the next pile of scum.
Infinite scum! Such is the world we live in.
This is gonna go badly, I can tell you right now. I've completely forgotten all the controls for the naval combat. Hold L2 to... Oh, right, this is like shooting a bow.
Those flares will summon their navy.
Prepare yourselves!
Here they come. Forward, men! Litter the sea with their shattered hulls.
Hold R1 to aim 3 catapults.
Ah, la, 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 la!
Yeah, but how do you shoot?
Heave! Galley speed!
Race!
Alright, now you're just fucking...
Up tempo!
Ah, damn it!
Speed up!
I don't know how to shoot the fucking catapult.
Punch your backs into it!
Arrows! Look out!
Raining arrows!
Fighting!
Punch your backs into it!
Up the pace, brothers!
Raining arrows!
Why the fuck am I zoomed in this much?
Ready to fire!
Heave a galley speed!
Ramos! Raining arrows!
This isn't going well.
Oh! That head!
Now!
Punch your backs into it!
Heave to!
Ray!
Galley speed, easy pace!
Raining arrows!
Let's go! Galley speed!
Just say the word! Now!
Raining arrows!
Yeah, still don't know how to fucking fire the catapults.
Raining arrows!
Heave! Come on!
We're gonna die.
Galley speed, let's go!
I just want to ram some motherfuckers.
More speed, Seno! Galley speed!
Punch your backs into it! Take a piece of that! Raining arrows!
Ray! Now!
Heave!
Ray!
Raining arrows! Punch your backs into it! Raining arrows!
Seriously though, how the fuck do I...
Galley
How do I
speed!
shoot the catapult? It's driving me crazy.
Let's go! Here's the rhythm!
Raining arrows!
Heave a galley speed!
Ramos!
Damn it!
I'm gonna die.
Galley speed, let's
I
go!
don't know how to do anything.
Pick up the pace!
Into it.
Ah, the songs they will sing about us when this day is out!
I mean,
If
it's
that
cool
happens,
that I killed
Foxidas,
one, but...
I will wear seaweed like a siren and sing them myself.
I will hold you to that.
What the
Believe
fuck
me,
are my
you
other
would be
ships
sorry.
even doing?
Now let's end this.
Raining arrows!
I don't...
Steady!
That fucking catapult thing is useless. You can aim it, and then
arrows!
you don't...
Let's go! Galley speed! Raining arrows!
We lost. We're dead.
On the way!
Listen, all these little
Forward,
indicators
men.
and
Literally
shit.
see with their shattered hulls.
Yeah, R1 to aim fleet catapults, but what button to fucking shoot them? Because I've tried various buttons, and they don't fucking do anything.
More speed! Ram them hard!
Not that button.
Ready!
I want...
Give
No,
them hell of a
I want to ram. How do I ram again? How do I go to full speed? I don't know how to do a fucking thing in this mode.
More speed! Ram them hard! Incoming! Fire! More speed! Ram them hard! Damn! They got us! Give them hell of a fan! More speed!
Ah, the songs they will sing about us when this day is out!
If that happens, Foxidas, I will wear seaweed like a siren and sing them myself.
I will hold you to that.
Believe me, you would be sorry. Now let's end this.
Aim catapult, but then what? Just tell me what to do.
More speed! Ram them hard!
Another down!
I think I just
There is only
did it,
one more left for the abyss!
More speed! Ram them hard! Galley speed! Ready! Give them hell of a fan! More speed! More speed! Ram them hard! Fire! Galley speed! On the way!
Okay, that's enough naval combat. That was really, really fun. It was so much fun that I can't handle any more because of funness overload.
They set fighter ships upon us!
Gods.
Here we fucking go.
Our fleet is too tightly formed. They'll hit us.
We are overwhelmed! These hell ships are too many!
We must sink them before they reach us. They'll doom us if they strike us. Take them down!
Fire ships front!
Oh, we're fucked.
Steady!
What if I just ram them? What could go wrong? We could die. That's what could go wrong. I still never figured out how to actually fire the catapult.
Our fleet is too tightly formed. They'll hit us.
We are overwhelmed! These hell ships are too many!
We must sink them before they reach us. They'll doom us if they strike us. Take them down!
Okay, well that's not how.
Fire ships front!
Hold steady!
More fire ships close! By the gods, they're everywhere!
Oh, good. Good.
Raining arrows!
Ready to fire!
One of the
Raining arrows!
Race!
Aiming!
Fire ships left!
one! Heave! Galley speed!
Take a piece.
Fire ships left! Let's go! Galley speed!
Race!
I love how it tells you to brace and then fucking
take a
nothing
piece
happens.
of that!
Now! Fighting! Race!
Raining arrows! Put your backs into it!
Race! Race!
Galley speed! Easy!
Like, it tells you to brace like 20 minutes before anything's gonna happen, so you stop bracing.
Now! Shit! Goto's not
Take a piece of
ramming
that.
speed!
Raining arrows!
Fighting! Just say the word!
Good!
Fighting! Ready to fire!
Take a piece of that!
Come on!
I'm about to die.
Raining arrows!
Race!
Aiming!
Speed up!
Raining arrows! Going to ram us!
Race!
Put your
Fire ships left!
Take a piece of that!
Race! Just say the word! Race!
Going to ram us!
Fire ships left! Just say the word! Now!
Raining arrows!
Race!
Just bracing.
Now! Just say the word!
Raining arrows!
If I could figure out how to use this thing, it would really
Put your
help.
backs into it!
Galley speed, let's go!
That's not it.
Race!
Put your backs into it! Aiming!
Now! Fighting!
Come on, it's almost dead.
Put your backs into it!
Heave!
Raining arrows!
Now! Up the pace, brother! Poseidon, help us!
Oh,
It's
good.
an armada!
Do we have the firepower to deal with this?
I can't see how! With our fleet dispersed and our allies gone, we're undone!
Yes, we're
Man up your
undone.
own sword lick! Save your bloody ship!
Yeah, how does putting your shields
Another
up
fleet there!
protect?
Blast! Jove's pissing on our heads from the peak of Olympus!
Protect
It's
against?
Brutus and Cassius! Look!
And our catapult with them! Put them to use! Brace! Nay, don't fear this beast. She's a great and girthy whale, but we'll dance around her bulk like minnows in a pond.
I don't even
You
know where
weren't
the
a poet
enemy
in your
is.
youth, were you, foxy ass?
Oh, ho, ho, I should have been, I think. A philosopher, too. Ah, what we should have been. A million things, Ferraya.
You must write your memoirs one day.
I may just do. And if you'll promise to stick one copy
Okay,
into the
I
library,
swear.
a legend will live on. Surely this chapter will be the most widely read of all.
Raining arrows!
Hey!
Take a piece of that!
Brace!
Take a piece of that! Raining arrows!
Alright, now that I know how to use...
Galley speed!
Let's ram this sucker.
Backs into it! Damn! They got us! The pace, brothers! Fighting! Fighting!
Raining arrows!
Now! Break!
Not attack allied ships. What allied ships?
Take a piece of
They got
that!
us!
Put your backs into it!
Speed up! We ram them! Let's go! Galley
One of
speed!
them's
To the
almost
way!
dead.
Take a piece of that!
One of them is
On the
dead.
way! Up the tempo!
Put your backs into it!
Break!
Well, this isn't going well all the sudden.
Put your backs into it!
Steady!
Fuck you! I win everything. Putting their shields up. Now they can't ram us.
Down, you demons, into the sea!
Hey, yo, slackers! Form up with the rest! Today, we sail together!
What port are you taking us to?
There's a town called Antium I'd like to try. Lots of merchants sail in and out of there. Should be safe for you. From there, it's a half-day's ride to Rome.
Suddenly going to Rome? Apparently so.
It is
Theater
only a
of
matter
Pompeii.
of days before Caesar will officially become a tyrant.
There he is. The people love you, Caesar. You're a god.
The Senate will not bow so easily.
That parliament of clucking hens. Let me be your wolf.
Go. Do nothing until I give the signal.
Pretty sure Brutus and his boys can kill Caesar on their own. Like they actually did. I've got to fight with shitty light blades. It's not as bad as heavy blunt though. Just for fun, they give Aya a heavy blunt here for some reason. Okay, what? This guy.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I don't have.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am a Gabiniani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimian. No Roman deals will be made.
I just realized something amazing about Aya. She's passively generating adrenaline without doing anything. Watch her adrenaline bar. It's just going up. So all I have to do is just avoid this guy until I can overpower and then overpower him. Also, how long is he gonna do that spinny shit? Because does he just do that forever? Do you have a bow? I have a bow! I wonder if they're gonna give me arrows. Is there an arrow rack in here? I don't see one. I don't see any piles of loot on the ground either. Oh, it's gonna hurt. I have a different bow, apparently. Oh, a hunter bow. Oh my god, what the fuck? Well, now I'm down to 1 life bar, which isn't good. I don't suppose I have smoke screens. I do. But they don't... Yeah. This is gonna be a while, probably.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners.
Bodies?
We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away, little one.
Okay, stopping to try to poison that body.
Drop off the map.
Not a good idea, because apparently it takes 20 minutes. It's almost as slow as taking one fast
So
swing.
Caesar
with
is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome.
Kneel
it feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
Ah! Well, I don't know what the fuck just happened there, but it was a little bit crazy.
You will die!
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners.
I can't win.
We are the writers of history.
I don't know why I'm bothering.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
No healing bow either. Man, this guy would be easy probably to waste as Bayek, but as Aya, this is going to be difficult.
Prepare yourself for the afterlife.
Smokescreen does nothing to him. The light blades,
so
which
Caesar
are the only
is the
weapons
king
I
of the
have.
Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
Like, I can't just go in on him and hit him with my weapons.
I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away.
But because he's sweeping his weapons around all crazy, it's impossible to know when you can actually move in and attack or when it's going to hit you.
You will die!
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order.
Go ahead,
The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Apparently he refuses. Alright, that's cool. How do I... Well,
I
whatever.
command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
When I want him to kill me, all of a sudden he
Kneel to
can't.
Rome.
Is this really all I have to do to avoid him is run in circles? And it's nice how it starts me with like less than full arrows too.
You will die!
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome.
And then she just doesn't get up. Like, once she's knocked down, she's like, fuck it, I'm taking a full nap then. I'm taking a full nap.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures.
Run, run, get up,
you
move.
You have no honor.
No full nap right now.
You stole everything from me.
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
Oh, ran into the wall. Now I'm down a health bar. It's not really a very big place to run around in, considering how much reach he has. She does so little damage. Guy's a pain in the ass. And no arrow racks either. How am I supposed to avoid that? Ah, full nap time.
country falls to Rome.
Maybe I need to dodge inside of that and then start attacking him to interrupt it or something.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am a Gabiniani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
Fuck this guy. Ah. Uh-oh, what is this move he's doing? Well, I interrupted it, but... seems like some bullshit. Oh no! What is this shit? I can't even interrupt that with those fucking arrows. Okay, that's some bullshit. Hard to avoid. Oh, good time for that thing to pop. No! Ah! This guy's so hard to fight using Aya.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
Well, this
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves. Let your kind die with you, Medjay. Let Egypt be reborn.
She's not a Medjay.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Even with light
Caesar
blades,
is the
I
father
can't
of
attack
understanding.
fast enough to interrupt his bullshit. Seeing if I can get an attack off in the very, very beginning, instead of backing away.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
The answer is no, I cannot.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
Now, can I dodge forward and past? Elephant dodge. I don't think it'll really work with his sweeping
So
weapon.
Caesar is the king of the Order now.
It doesn't work.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
I actually already fought this guy with Bayek, remember? I kicked his ass, but then
So
for some
Caesar
reason
is
he
the
got to
king
live.
of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Ha! You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase...
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good. You will die!
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Ha! You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar.
Oh no,
Kneel to
well, now
Rome.
this bullshit starts.
It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time,
hacks.
Septimius. No
All
Roman
of
deals
the
will
hacks.
be made.
Oh, what was that? Out of nowhere, hacks. Bullshit. Should have been interrupting him. There we go with the hacks. The extremist of hacks, Nox.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
You hit someone with a flail, they typically hang suspended in midair for a few seconds. I know, right? Typical flail behavior.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Extreme legitimacy.
You will
So
die.
Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
What is that shit? God.
I will erase your order.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Hacks as a motherfucker.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor. You stole everything from me.
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
She needs some health on hit. Never mind. Go ahead and kill me.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor. You stole everything from me.
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
Oh, no! I went in to do overpower and I got jacked. What? Dodged the shit out of that. Hacks. You can't dodge fast enough. You dodge, and in the recovery time of the dodge, he catches up and hits you.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor. You stole everything from me.
I am a Gabiniani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
One life bar equals... fucked. I have to fight in like a completely different way than the way I fight with Bayek. You have to get used to her. Yeah, she's difficult to get used to. Was that overpower and I would have won. And then he did his really quick underhand attack that's really hard to see coming.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
What?
You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor!
That sweeping one always gets me. Because I try to dodge it and then it sweeps all the way around and...
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
Well, this one's over.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel
that
to
does
Rome.
way too much damage. I can't be losing whole life bars at this point in the fight. Taking a nap.
Caesar. Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
Whoa! He knocked me into the fucking stands. Home run!
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Oh,
Caesar
yeah,
is the
just
father
killed
of
me.
understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no honor! You stole everything from me!
I am a Gabignani. I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be...
That's the one he always gets me with. You never know when it's coming.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves. die!
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves. Your country falls to Rome.
I was really looking forward to killing this guy with Bayek.
You will die!
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar.
Hacktronics.
Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history. You will
So
die.
Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are the writers of history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. I will feed your heart to vultures.
Prepare yourself for the afterlife. You will
So
die.
Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome. Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Huh. You make me understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
I will erase your order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar. Kneel to Rome. It feels good to side with winners. We are... You will die.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Never mind.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome.
So Caesar is the king of the Order now.
Caesar is the father of understanding.
You and Caesar will die.
Get in there, Anna.
You are meddling with the affairs of the Order. The Order is greater than Rome.
Some hits.
Go back to Egypt with the rest of the liars and slaves.
Get some hits.
Huh. You make me
Overpower.
understand why murder is just.
I command armies. I control greatness.
Heavy attack.
I will erase your
attack.
order from the annals.
Kneel to Caesar.
Heavy
Kneel
attack.
to
Light,
Rome.
light.
It feels good to side with winners.
Heavy attack.
We
Light,
are the
light,
writers
light,
of
light.
history.
Caesar will follow you to oblivion.
Your son pissed himself when
Overpower.
he saw the knife.
I will feed your heart to vultures. You have no
attack.
honor! You stole
light,
everything
light,
from
light,
me!
light.
I am a
Light,
Gabignani.
light.
I thought you would scurry away, little one. You should have taken your chance to drop off the map.
Flavius isn't here to save you this time, Septimius. No Roman deals will be made.
Chain attack. Okay. Oh, that's the one that I can never fucking anticipate and dodge. It's too fast. I don't know what the fuck I thought I was doing there. I wasn't locked onto him. That gave me problems. Come on. Got him. Fuck you, Septimius.
Damn you, Lupa.
My son's heart. For your life.
Was revenge everything you hoped? You and the Medjay shall drench the sheets with your sweat tonight.
This stuff.
With the Order, I served them and your beloved Egypt. And I'll be rewarded in the afterlife.
Who are these other dudes?
An eternity of drinking and whoring with my brothers.
The only thing that waits for you is oblivion. For your name, your order, and the rotting corpses of your Gabignani.
Oh, and she's got the feather.
Apep devour your fetid heart.
Hashtag feast for Apep. The bloody feather. The jackals of Timmy is
Caesar
dead.
must be in the Curia, with the rest of the Senate.
Oh, I'm not done here with Aya. I've got to do some stuff. Brutus and Cassius have met with Aya to discuss the removal of Julius Caesar, who has declared himself dictator in perpetuity. The Caesar, aflame with change and battle as Aya attempts to find solace in dealing with the Romans, reach the Curia. The other two guards killed just before? There were three. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know who those weird priest-looking dudes were, but apparently we're in Rome. Oh, no. We're gonna need to visit you. Wow, I got all kinds of stuff. I can't go to gear or anything. Are those sleep darts? Apparently I have sleep darts. And the hunting bow will have to be my equivalent of the sniping bow.
This place is crawling with soldiers.
Fucking crawling, apparently. Well, there's no need for me to kill everybody on the way there. I mean, I could just be like super sneak. Oh my god, there's fucking soldiers everywhere for real. they're all suspicious, too. This is about to get problematic. No, this isn't an area that Bayek was in before, because this is Rome. I'm in Rome. Bayek's never been here. I don't even think I have chain assassinate. I don't.
Ti piave! Ibi manere!
We can do some death grass, though.
Ubi habit. Nos autum trica! Auxilium!
I like how I'm collecting loot. Come explore the bushes, sir. I mean, like, hunting bow, I can't kill that guy with a hunting bow headshot. What I can do, though, is lure him over here. Like this guy right here. If I wanted to do a hunting bow headshot, that's all the damage it would fucking do. Kind of pointless. I do have sleep darts, though. I'll equip my sleep darts. Just in case. And no Senu. I love me some Senu. Better get that 4 coins. Assassinate Caesar, but doesn't, I think Brutus and Cassius have that covered, according to history. At 2, Aya? Oh yeah, you can't tell.
I ask only this, that you join with me in building a new Rome. A Rome with you as king? Let Caesar speak!
We want a Rome that offers justice, peace, and land to all its citizens, not just the privileged few.
You are just as privileged as I.
I am not dictator for life.
An honor bestowed upon me by the people of Rome. Would you have me refuse such a gift?
We would have you think of Rome before yourself.
I will unite the Republic. Senatus Populusque Romanus. For the Senate and the people of Rome.
Republic? You speak of republic, one coveting a crown?
Marcus Antonius offered me the crown at the Lupercalia festival. I refused it.
And what a pretty play it was!
You don't need a crown. They have made you a god.
Mark me Gaius Cassius Longinus. Support me in my dreams for Rome, and old divisions will be forgotten.
Senators, the war is over.
The drums of dissent have reached a fever pitch.
Rome will not be a monarchy again.
It seems Brutus would start a revolution. But against what, my friend? We desire the same things.
How can you say that when you have raised yourself so far above the people?
I speak for the people.
You have seized the rights of the citizenry.
No. The people infused with fear and blinded by patriotism offered up all of their rights to their leader and did it gladly so.
Who made you leader of Rome?
The eternal city herself.
Caesar will not be reasoned with.
Senators, we still have a voice in this forum.
I will hear your complaints.
Caesar deigns to listen. Romans rejoice.
Is that it? I thought he was gonna walk off somewhere into another room and we were gonna jack him. Apparently the whole story about how all the guys got together and stabbed him a whole bunch, Brutus and everybody, is not true. Apparently it was just Aya that walked up and murdered him. Also, these guys totally can't tell I'm a woman, even though it's nothing but men in the Senate. I'm so well disguised. No possible way you could tell that an Egyptian woman is in here. Actually, she's supposed to be Greek, I think they said. Oh, now it's when they all join in and start stabbing him.
You too, my child.
The tyrant is dead. You are free now.
Kill Stealer. There goes my 5 XP.
Do I know you? You who strikes from the shadows.
The same fate will come to all despots.
In the end, it is impossible not to become what others believe you are. And I was a god!
There is a new creed now.
Yeah! Rome is eternal!
She will never fall to you or your kind.
Freedom is not given, Caesar. It is taken. Requiescat in pace, Caesar.
Just assassinated Julius Caesar, yo.
Do you know what you've done? Caesarion would have sat on the throne of Rome.
Listen to the cries in the streets. They call you a dead tyrant's whore.
I am still your queen.
You are a queen of liars and snakes. I fought for you for 5 years. Our people worshipped you. Apollodorus died for you, for Egypt.
For Egypt? I am Egypt!
You really tried to hit Aya? Lol.
Then be the ruler our people deserve. Or nothing will save you from my blade across your throat. You are the last of the pharaohs.
Watch out for snakes in pots. Ah. That was presumably the end of Aya's storyline. Back to Bayek. Well, there's no targets left. I don't think Bayek has any final bosses to fight. I think, I'll probably just do some talking to people stuff and it'll be done. That's my guess. What's up, Saito? How you doing? Oh, we're back in Rome, apparently. What was the point of having a loading screen with...
Caesar has been assassinated. Septimius is also dead. I have founded a bureau in the middle of Rome. Yet, no one knows of our existence. Like Amun, we are the Hidden Ones.
I believe in you.
Symbolic finger cutting.
The irony of freedom. We are free of each other, yet it brings me no happiness. We must move forward. Remain in our tempest of blood poetry. Despite it all, we dance, and they die. From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. Humans are not meant to last forever. But this creed will. The creed is the only immortal thing in the world.
Go home. You're free.
I don't want to go home by myself. I'm scared.
Should we take him to the bureau?
No. I'll take you home.
Let nothing grieve you beyond measure, for your life is short and time will claim its toll. But I am no longer who I was. I have renounced all love I once had. I have renounced Aya. I have killed Aya. I am now the Hidden One, known as Amunet.
So Aya is the founder of the Assassins, not Bayek. She kills Cleopatra nearly 20 years later. Wow.
May your victories multiply.
I still don't understand why Bayek couldn't have just gone with her to Rome. Why he had to stay in Egypt and fuck around. He doesn't have any more objectives here. He's no longer a Medjay. He cast off his badge, so he doesn't have any position here either. He could have just gone with her. Assassin's Creed Origins. Ending title card.
Papa? Jump.
That's a lot of XP, winning the game. Worth 9.6 god kills. And I got an ability point for winning the game. Trophy earned, old habits. I'm back in the Temple of Ptah. You can now access the Hidden Ones Bureau in Memphis. Unique items are available in the... I don't need unique items. I'm done with the game. Alright, the Jackal is finally dead. Septimius was a loyal soldier in the Order of Ancients and was one of the conspirators who murdered Bayek's son Khemu. Bayek nearly killed the Gabiniani at the Battle of the Nile, but was denied his revenge by Julius Caesar. After this betrayal and the terrible events at Siwa, Aya continues to hunt Septimius down, finally catching up with him in Rome. Septimius was unrepentant, believing that he did his duty to Rome and the Order and would be rewarded in the afterlife. Well, we got them all. Fucking Enretta still wants me to go do some bullshit for him. And then there's the DLC quest. I'll be even better at range damage. And the letter from Aya. Reborn as Amunet. The Bureau is actually just microtransactions. Well, the question is... Bureau of the Hidden Ones. The question is... Well, let's go check out the Bureau of the Hidden Ones. I mean, we've already killed Julius Caesar. I guess the Rome thing is pretty much done. Been a while since I've been in Memphis. I think the DLC, the first one, is called the Hidden Ones. And Layla, our character in the... Oh, can I still switch to Layla? I can. Alright, well, we'll do that in just a second. She's joining the assassins in the modern timeline, and they have their own animus, apparently, now. So I bet the next game is going to be, like, where you're playing, you know, your modern-day protagonist is going to be working for the assassins rather than the Templars. Especially since even the thing with the precursors was like, yo, we tried to control shit through order, but we were wrong. Order sucks. You have to use chaos. So the precursors have given their official stamp of approval to the assassins over the Templars. Foxidus. Okay, that's the ship captain guy. That statue under the Auditoria estate, which is then destroyed by a cannonball. That's unfortunate. What's up, Boss Pie? How you doing? A Naurarchos admiral in Cleopatra's navy, Foxidus was a wealthy owner of a fleet of ships and its crew, who's pledged his loyalty to Cleopatra. He was loyal to Cleopatra's father, although he found Ptolemy Auletes to be a rather boorish man. You're now the owner of a wax stamp? That's cool, boss. Why are you the owner of a wax stamp? He was a soldier in his youth, but retired into great wealth and used this money to fund his fleet of ships. Timehotep, wife of Pashurenptah. Timehotep occupies an important ceremonial role while also being a counterweight to the pressures that lie on her husband's shoulders. Yeah, I remember her. And Pashurenptah, that's the people that I had to do the quest with the bull involving them. Boss has become a maester. Nice. The elder daughter of a noble Memphis family, she was always highly religious and fascinated by the pomp of temple ritual. These are files on members of the Bureau, apparently. Hidden secret. There are many stone circles in the world. They seem to be connected with the Sphinx in some way. Oh, there we go. I was saying earlier, once you get all the stone circles, nothing in the game tells you to go back to the Sphinx. You know, I was like, how do you even know to go back to the Sphinx once you have all the stone circles? Which lets you get the glowing alien armor. But now they tell you, hey, you might want to check out the Sphinx, which is cool. At least there's some kind of indicator. Ultimate challenge. Yeah, I know about the war elephants. The 4 war elephants are the toughest opponents that one can encounter. They're situated in Heraklion Nome, Green Mountains, White Desert Oasis, and Ubisoft Nome. We need someone to take care of them. I've already killed those war elephants. Who's this guy?
Bayek, hello.
Oh shit. Amenhotep's bow. Why didn't I have this bow before? It's got max stealth damage. I've been looking for a max stealth damage predator bow the whole time. So basically, if you do everything before finishing the main story, you finish the main story and there's nothing left to do with the cool shit you can get. Tablet of Knowledge. Legendary quest item. This tablet holds the secrets of an ancient civilization. Reading it gives you 1,000 additional experience points. Can be purchased repeatedly. What the fuck? If you finish the game and you're not level 40, I don't know what the fuck you did. I guess if you just rushed straight through the main story and did nothing else, you might not be level 40 when you finish the game. But I'm like the equivalent of like level 70 if it was like if you could keep going on levels. You finished at 39, really? I've been 40 for so long. For so long. Smoke and Mirrors is the bow I've been using. Spoke carries on the martial tradition of he who inspires great terror. Well, I have $60,000 and I also have a frankly absurd amount of things that I can sell. So I'm not worried about money. Oh my god, I haven't sold stuff in so long because I haven't needed money. So I'm gonna buy that bow. Just for the hell of it. Amenhotep's bow. Just like in real life, though, Josiah's real life level cap isn't 40. Yeah, well, we don't know that for sure. It could be.
Farewell, Bayek.
Alright, what else have we got in here? Ultimate skill test. The duelist is the undefeated champion of the Cyrene Arena. We need to take him down to reduce Roman influence in the area. Already did it. Assassination contract. Kill all the Philakis that are roaming in the world. We must eliminate their presence. Already did it. Praxilla is a healer. She's chosen to devote her life to healing the poor of Balagray and her father Theraminus makeshift clinic. Yeah, I remember Praxilla. There's the symbol. Oh god, not the hippodrome races. Tahira is almost a force of nature unto herself. She's like the rushing Nile, powerful, impossible to hold back, and always moving forward. Tahira has left the life of the city, with its corruption and decadence, and has retreated to the wilderness. She is intensely devoted to the old gods, like Sobek of the pointed teeth, and has a strong abhorrence for the parasitic invasion of foreign, i.e. Roman, powers. Yeah, Tahira's pretty cool. I remember when we did her quest. Kensa. Oh, Kensa's the one that... Wait a minute. Kensa, a friend of Bayek's from Siwa. A good-humored fighter who had become a gladiator in the Fayum arena. Why do we have a file on Kensa? Because A, she's the one that betrayed us. And we were supposed to kill her. You chase her down and you're supposed to kill her. But then I didn't actually kill her because I killed the other guy first. And when I killed the other guy, it immediately triggered a cutscene. And when the cutscene was over, Kensa was gone. But she's presumed killed. I thought these files were on people that were part of our group. Maybe we forgave Kensa for betraying us and trying to fight us. And we let her be in the group anyway. I don't know. Alright, I don't think... My new bow doesn't set shit on fire. Which is actually kind of good. Oh, I don't want a hunter bow, though. Get out of here, hunter bows. Light bows, warrior bows, predator bows. It does less damage. Slightly. Combo multiplier is about the most useless thing I can imagine on a predator bow. Not even sure if this is worth using. Did anything happen when you killed her? Yeah, she got her own sequence. Well, the game was all bugged out. Something weird was happening. They both took off running like maniacs across the fucking land. And I mean, they were running everywhere, and then they split up. And I don't remember exactly how it went down, but I killed the one guy, and it immediately launched this cutscene. And when the cutscene ended, Kensa was just gone. It was like one of the big fancy cutscenes where you go to the Duat and all that. Every time I hear Duat, I think Duop. The crocodile was the worst? What are you talking about, the crocodile? Alright, well that's this place. Now the question is... Now that I've done everything in the world... Except for the DLC quest, obviously. And the DLC itself. But I mean, everything that was in the game at launch... I've done now. Except for the Hippodrome races. But everything else. I'm just looking to see if, like, any new quests happen to pop up or anything now that I've finished the main story. Next DLC with either new tie-in, Breach/Hippodrome mode. Ah, fuck my life. I would not play that. I can't even believe I did all those Breach mode things. Been everywhere, done everything. Cyrene doesn't have anything new going on. Yeah, I think that's it. Until I'm ready to do the DLC. I mean, I could do this quest right now. I could finish this quest, but I'd rather finish this quest when I'm ready to actually go do the DLC than do it now. I've already done part of it. I didn't want to do any of it, but I kind of had to. I was kind of forced into doing part of it. But that's it. I'm basically done with the game for now. Until anything new going on in Siwa? No, I'm basically done until I get the DLC. How much is the DLC? No, I don't want stuff from For Honor that doesn't belong in this game. I don't want a goddamn unicorn that doesn't belong in this game. I don't want the season pass. I don't want any kind of pack. Or gear, or time savers. I thought for sure you could buy just the DLC. Oh, you can. Here it is. It's $10. The season pass is $40. I don't think the second DLC is going to cost $30, so I think I'll save money by just getting the 2 DLCs and not getting any of the extra bullshit that comes with the season pass. Dude, a For Honor tie-in is less weird than a Final Fantasy tie-in. I mean, a Final Fantasy tie-in? Seriously? It makes me sick. So, I'm not gonna do this yet. I'm gonna wait until the second DLC comes out so I can get them both at the same time and play them both at the same time. So I guess I'm done. So Aya killed 4 of these dudes. I think Aya killed 4 of these targets, and Bayek only killed the remaining. You can find the TARDIS underwater somewhere. Really, Doctor Who? Then we get a QWOP tie-in would be awesome. There's already a QWOP tie-in. It's called Fighting with Heavy Blunt. When you have to fight with a heavy blunt weapon, it's like a QWOP tie-in. First 100% game on stream? No, I got tons of 100%. Well, this isn't 100% technically, but if you just mean first game I finished on stream, I finished a bunch of games. I mean, honestly, it depends on what you define as 100%. I mean, like, for this game, it's clearly not 100% because I didn't do the Hippodrome races. But even if I had done the Hippodrome races, you could start to argue that, well, the game's not really 100% until you've collected every single legendary item. The game's not really 100% until you've, you know, looted every single little 2-coin pot in the land. The name's not really 100% until you've beaten it fighting only with one particular type of weapon, and you have to do that for every type of weapon. The game's not really 100% until you know what I mean? Like, you could go endlessly with completionism. Even Saito's completionism, I'm sure I could find some way to say that he hadn't actually completed games that he's completed by saying, well, what did you do this? Did you play the whole game with with the monitor turned off, playing only by sound? Because if you haven't done the sound only challenge, then you haven't really completed the game. Yeah, alright. I want to roll some credits. Here's some credits. That's convenient. People died making this game, apparently. Alright, well, I'm done with Assassin's Creed Origins until DLC time. So, this was like 158 hours, I think. 158, maybe even almost 159 hours. And I had a good time. I think it's a great game. It's one of the best games I've played from a technical and gameplay design standpoint. The story was pretty good. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it was pretty good. It had some good characters. In terms of the actual gameplay itself, though, and the way it was designed, and the sort of rhythm and feedback loop of the gameplay itself, it was one of the best games I've played. It just stayed fun. Like, you could just keep playing it even for 160 hours without it getting boring. I mean, I tried to play the first Assassin's Creed and I never finished it. I got bored with it after a little while. I tried to play Assassin's Creed 3 and I never finished it. I kind of got bored with it after a little while, but this game completely kept my attention the entire time. It was just really satisfying and enjoyable to play. I felt like it was extremely well designed and well implemented, well built, you know, so to speak. I don't think I ran into any notable bugs. And yeah, it was really good. I'm looking forward to see what they do next. I think it's cool that they went with a more RPG style, although I think I wish they'd gone even further RPG than they did. After having played it, I would say that I don't know that I would consider it a full-on RPG. I would say it's got heavy RPG elements. What will I be switching to? I don't know, Saito. That's a good question. It's a good question. What do I give it out of 10? I'm trying to think of what I would take away from the game. Yeah, the ambushing cows were amazing. Alright, I guess there's something that I take away. The AI wasn't great. I mean, sometimes it was. Like, the combat AI for a lot of the enemies seemed really good with the way that they would dodge around and use their abilities and fuck with you. But, like, the AI of, like, the townsfolk and stuff was fucking horrible. And the AI of the guards and stuff when you were cruising around murdering them and stuff wasn't very good. For the most part. Of course, I can't think of many games, or maybe any games, where the AI has been good for enemies, really. So yeah, the AI was kind of weak. Excuse me. The townsfolk always being in your fucking way and not knowing how to get out of the way of a stupid chariot was not cool. There was there were a couple little things that were buggy, like with some of the combat abilities, like your overpower and then locking on targeting and having it lock on to some completely random dude that's not the person you're aiming at, or having it send your overpower after some completely random dude that's not who you're aiming at, or having it do the chain throw in some completely random direction that's not where you're aiming at. So there were some little technical issues like that where some of the special moves in combat were kind of buggy when you activated them. And that got frustrating doing like hard arena fights and stuff. It didn't have talking ambushing cows, that's true. I feel like the enemy variety could have been greater. there weren't really that many types of enemies. And there also weren't really that many types of missions, honestly. You ended up carrying somebody an inordinate amount of the time. Like, rescuing somebody. That was their go-to for, like, every fucking quest. You've got to rescue somebody. I rescued twice as many people as I ever assassinated in this game. Should be called Rescuer's Creed. Because you're just constantly rescuing people. And half the time when you rescue them, you have to carry them out. Like, they put the carrying bodies mechanic in, and then I guess they thought, we need to make sure we justify this mechanic by using it like 50 times during the game. I swear I had to carry 50 people, or carry this big object, or go get all these different bodies and carry them over here, like that one quest. I had to carry like 4 people on one quest. But there wasn't that many types of things you could do. I mean, the things you could do were really fun. And the world was huge and good to explore. It had lots of content, lots to do. But, like, when you did the quests and stuff, there wasn't really that big of a variety of like, types of activities that you were even doing, you know? So, in that aspect, it could have used more variety. But other than that, it was really good. The voice acting was good. The writing was good. The story was interesting and cool. All of the mechanical elements, other than those little bugs that I mentioned, were fucking excellent. The stealth gameplay had the best stealth gameplay I've had in a game. The combat was really, really good. So yeah, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Because it was pretty close to a perfect game. Now, it still wouldn't be one of my favorite games of all time. Like, this is not a game I'm going to replay, probably. Maybe someday, a long, long time from now, but like, certain games, I finish them and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play this game again. I'm going to play this game again soon, you know? But this is not one of those games. Like, I might not ever play this again. And if I do, it'll be a long time from now. But that's not because it wasn't good. It was just because it was so long, you know, that I kind of got my fill of it. I really like the setting as well. You know, I'm really into ancient Egypt and stuff. I mean, I wished it was an earlier Egypt than this. Like, the fact that Romans were involved and it was during the time of Cleopatra and Julius Caesar was not what I was expecting, and not really ideal as far as I'm concerned. I would have liked it if this had taken place like 2,000 years earlier than this, in like real ancient Egypt, you know, like Bronze Age, because we never get any games fucking set in that time period. So I would have really liked that, but I liked what it was. I mean, Egypt is a hell of a lot more interesting to me than any setting of the other Assassin's Creed games. Especially like colonial America and shit. Blah. Boring. Get out of here with that shit. Like, everybody says Black Flag is so great. Like, oh, you gotta play Black... No. I wouldn't play... You could not pay me. Well, if you paid me enough. Okay. Let's keep it real here. But you basically couldn't pay me to play Black Flag. Because not only is it a whole bunch of naval shit, and I hate naval shit, but it also takes place in a really boring setting and time period to me. You know, Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 are more interesting. But this is more interesting than any of those. I mean, you never get any games, like RPG type games, or, you know, RPG adjacent games like this one, you never get that are set way back in like ancient Egypt or something. It's always medieval Europe, you know? Always medieval Europe. So it's cool that we got away from Europe and we got away from the fucking Middle Ages. And nobody had guns and nobody had crossbows. There were ballista, though. But still. And, you know, it was a different kind of setting. I liked the protagonist a lot. Bayek was an awesome character. I liked the fact that we finally got to play somebody who wasn't a white dude. You know, for like 1 out of every 1,000 games. That's the case. I like the fact that Aya was made a much more important character than I thought she was going to be. She wasn't just, oh, okay, it's Baya's wife. Baya has a wife. She's in a few scenes being unimportant. She was really important to the story, and you got to play her multiple times, and even the final boss fight of the game, you fought the final boss of the game as Aya, which was a little bit frustrating because she's strictly worse in every way than Bayek in terms of actual gameplay, but as a character she was awesome, and I like the fact that they did that. So it felt like you kind of had 2 main characters. I loved the eagle. The eagle is like the best thing about this game. The eagle is so good. And yeah, it tickled my fancy, Saito. Well, here's the thing. There were no annoyances. I mean, there were times, there were specific instances where I got annoyed by something that was really difficult. But, like, there were no ongoing sort of drudgeries in this game. That's the problem with so many games. They might have a brilliant story and setting and cool characters and fun systems, but most games have some kind of thing about them that's just fucking tiresome, that you have to constantly deal with when you play that game. And it drags on you, and then it makes it, that's like what'll end up making me sick of a game. And this game didn't have any of those things. Everything felt to the point and snappy and fun and gameplay focused. There's no fucking, you know, inventory management game that you had to play with this. You didn't have to do a whole bunch of lengthy backtracking. There wasn't a lot of like meaningless exploration. I mean, there was exploration that you could do, but you knew where you were going. Stuff was marked on the map, and you could get to places relatively quickly. And there wasn't like just a whole bunch of open area full of nothing that you felt compelled to explore because you thought there might be something there, because you pretty much knew there wasn't going to be. So, you know, some games have big open areas and they hide shit throughout them and they don't tell you where stuff is hidden, so you're compelled to explore all of those big empty fucking areas and waste a whole bunch of your time. I.e. every Bethesda game, right? Look how big our world is. 90% of it is completely empty or full of the most trivial shit that is meaningless to you, like tin cans or whatever. But we'll hide a few cool things out there, so now you have to explore all of it. LOL. And so you end up spending hours and hours of your gameplay running around empty or boring areas. And I don't feel like I ever felt compelled by the game design to do that in this game. Which I actually like. You know, I played this for 160 hours, but I don't feel like it was 160 hours of empty, wasted time. Like if I played Skyrim for 300 hours, that's like 80 hours of gameplay and 220 hours of running around doing nothing in Skyrim. Whereas most of the time I felt like I was really doing stuff that was fun in this game. I don't really know how to explain it, but you know, the game developers signal to you in various ways how you're supposed to play a game, and like what you're going to be rewarded for, what you can expect. And so some games just signal you to play them in a certain way, which ends up not being fun, right? Like there's a lot of games, and this is true especially in RPGs, a lot of games where the best way to play the game in terms of efficiency or in terms of having your character be as powerful as possible or getting all the stuff or finding all the content, a lot of times the best way to play the game is not the most fun way. It involves a lot of boring shit. And in this game, the best way and the most fun way were closely aligned. I didn't feel like I had to do a bunch of boring, meaningless shit in order to get the most out of the game, if that makes sense, you know? And that's why I liked it so much and kept playing and didn't get bored with it. Because there were, like, no artificially injected drudgeries. I'm also glad that they didn't force me to do the fucking hippodrome. Like, oh, to advance the main story, you've got to do this hippodrome shit. That makes me happy. Because I would have been fucking raging. That was for a... Oh, you did... I did have to do the tutorial race, but it was easy, and I didn't have to win it. And I don't even know if that was for a side quest or the main story. I think it was just for a side quest anyway. The side quests were fun in this. Most of them had multiple parts and turned out to be more complicated than you were expecting. They weren't as brilliant as, like, the Witcher 3 side quests. What you're saying is you want to do more arena quests with specific equipment. Honestly, that wasn't that bad. I didn't mind that. It made it extra challenging and interesting. Heavy blunt arena. Yeah, I just want to do nothing but heavy blunt and chariot racing. Just get a DLC that's completely focused on that. And horse archery on the run, where you have to aim and shoot at people really quickly while riding a horse. Let's get a bunch of... That's mandatory to advance the plot. Let's get a bunch of that in there. And places where there's a tiny hidden thing out in the middle of a huge, vast, empty desert, where you have to roam around and just, like, lawnmower that whole fucking desert looking for the tiny hidden thing. Let's get some of that in there. I mean, in terms of, you know, story, narrative, and all that, and obviously RPG choices and that sort of things, this doesn't come close to, like, The Witcher 3. But in terms of gameplay, it reminded me of The Witcher 3 in a lot of ways. And it was more fun. Like, the combat's more fun. And obviously the fact that it's a stealth game where you can do all the stealth stuff that obviously you can't do in The Witcher or in most RPGs. Most RPGs, even if they try to have stealthy type stuff, they completely fall flat on stealth type gameplay. Like any of the isometric RPGs and most other RPGs, even if they have like a rogue class or a stealth skill or an assassin class, you never really get to play that class and feel like a real fucking rogue or a real assassin. You know, you never really get to sneak around and like ace people by surprise and be all assassin-y in practically any RPG. But of course that is literally the point of this series, so... And that's my favorite kind of gameplay. And it's present in so few games. Oh yeah, and the falling damage thing. Like, falling damage and inventory limits are things that just annoy the shit out of me in games. This had falling damage. If you fell far enough, you would die, and it was reasonable. So you couldn't just jump off of anything. But you could jump off of enough stuff to be able to do your fucking job, you know, to be able to play your character the way you're supposed to play it. As an assassin that's all fucking nimble and can do parkour and sneak around. And I love the traversal of the terrain in this. You could climb anything. and you could get up on top of everything, and you could use the eagle to scout everything out, and it allowed you to really like handle things in a very tactical way that was really satisfying. Need to play the Thief games. Yeah. Plus, I mean, presentation-wise, the game was beautiful. It looked amazing on my PS4 Pro. And even playing with a controller, which I hate, the game actually felt good and fun to control. I mean, the combat and everything, it took some getting used to, but even with a controller, it was fun to play. I can only imagine how great it would be with mouse and keyboard. Oh man, aiming the bows and stuff would be so much easier with mouse and keyboard. I like the amount of choices you had in terms of options for things you could do. There were a lot of different upgrades you could buy that would give you different capabilities. There were a lot of different weapon types, different bows, different little gadgets and things, including the incredibly useful fire bombs. Ha! Fucking fire bombs. You throw a firebomb on a dude and he loses like 3% of his health. You're like, I just threw a firebomb on you and it barely even scratched you. What the fuck, dude? Fucking fire bombs. The only thing those things were good for was killing snakes. And starting actual fires, but, you know. Oh yeah, and leap attack wasn't super good either. Unless you were leaping from, like, a satellite in space. Yeah, but I liked it a lot. I'd say 9.5 out of 10. Best stealth-focused game I've ever played. Probably best open-world combat, adventure combat action type of game as well. I can't think of any games that have action combat that was more fun than this. Plus it had, you know, a good story and writing and everything as well, so solid game all around. Truly AAA. Worth buying for anybody who's into games that are anything like this. And even though I haven't played all the Assassin's Creed games, I think this has to be the best one in the series. I mean, I've watched people playing the other ones, and I've tried some of them myself, and this one feels like a real evolutionary step forward. So, yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts on Assassin's Creed Origins, which I've now finished playing. Oh, you know what, though? I just realized something. Let's go, we could check in on Layla one last time, now that we've finished. And see if anything else is going on there. Layla, who is now literally joining the Assassins. Because what's his name showed up. I think he's must be Desmond's dad. Where'd he go?
These articles on hidden chambers, always so misguided. Always missing crucial information.
But there are hidden chambers. Let's check the computer. This is like a post. Oh no, there's nothing new. That's it. She has no comments on the actual end of the game. All right. Well, I guess we're going back to the old title screen. Because that is going to do it for this episode and for this playthrough. I'll start a new playlist. No, I'll just add it to this playlist actually on YouTube when I do the DLC. But I'll come back and do the 2 DLCs together at a little bit of a later date. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Assassin's Creed Origins.